Hello, everyone. This is Calico Kate. Welcome for stopping in. I have pulled out this old Daphne's Diary book from 2022. I have done some prompts in here. This was Janet Nash from 23. I think most of them are from hers. And I thought this was one from one of hers in August of 2023. And it has been that long since I have done a prompt. And I was watching a little while back Kelly Rawson do prompts, and May 8th is when I watched this, and I thought, I haven't done one of those for a long time. Now, the first one was green, and so I already with watercolor did this stencil with some green watercolor, and I've been letting it dry. And so now with the green already on it, I am going to add some gold. I have some gold right here that may or may not be worn out, and if it is, I am going to just use something else. Yeah, this is all dried, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to use this. I have some other gold, but we're not going to worry about it. I'm just going to put some gold up here at the top. And then the third one was First on Right. And I'm not real sure, and I don't remember what that mattered. So let me see if I've got a number 1 or something. If I do, I'll just use it. And I may have copied it down. Oh, there's a number 1. Let's just use that cute little number. And we are going to put that number. I have tacky glue and other kinds of glue that are much cheaper than this one. I really should use. But I always grab the same one. You guys like that? You just got one. Okay. There we go. Now, the fourth one is a cluster. And I have clusters. So let's go in my clusters. Is that kind of flat? I hear my husband. He was over at George's and he's come home. I'm going to leave that there for just a minute. Curvy lines. Janet Nash does a lot of prompts, but she does them as she pulls them, which is fun too. And I can remember in Florida sitting there doing them with her. way back in the day. And that was hard. Very hard. There, we got some curvy lines. Tissue paper. I have no idea where my tissue paper all is. So I am going, well, there's an alternative. So I can use something else. So we're going to just skip tissue paper. Edge. I'm going to put a little ribbon on the edge. Something pretty, dainty in this dainty ribbon. Especially for all these pretty flowers. I have got figure out what I'm doing here, because this sure isn't wanting to ruffle very well. Not that I don't have a ton of ruffled fabric already sitting here I could be using. Gonna let it sit. My next one is add an image. I think I'm going to use a person. Where are my people? Which one of these people would like to be on my page, do you think? Kind of like him. That little girl's cute. I think she'll stand out. See, and we can have her sitting on this little box here. Still got to decide whether or not I want to put down that cluster. She's an adorable little girl. But I don't think I'm going to put it inside. I'm going to put it on the outside down here. So the lace can kind of stick out a little bit. All right, we've got green, gold, first on right. I put that number 1, a cluster. My curvy lines. Tissue paper I'm skipping. I edged. Add an image. I added this little girl. Splatter or drips? I think I am going to use dots. I know it's not splattering or drips. I've got a paintbrush, but I am so not good with, you know, when they shake a paintbrush and make pretty splatterings. Kelly's was gorgeous. You'll have to check out Kelly's. Because she did all kinds of paint splatters. And I'm just not good at that. But boy, I can make some dots. I love Daphne's Diary magazines. I think this is the only one I've ever had. I just love them. There we go. Now maybe some green. My husband has been working on the other farm doing some clearing and stuff like that. You get so much more activity and fresh air and stuff here on the farm because we have several acres, hundreds of acres of land he can play on, and he calls it work and I call it playing. But it's so healthy for him. Add bling. Well, we know Kathy has bling. Let's do some of this pink. Cut that one off. It's black. I don't know what I got on it. And that ribbon's a perfect place for it, isn't it? That kind of goes without saying to put it there, I believe. Now, when Kelly Rawson does her prompts, she does them live. And I've thought about doing some lives, but you know, I'm so much busier now that I'm healthier. And I just don't know if I'm going to be available. So, add tape. Well, I'm thinking that's washi tape. However, I got a new box and I always draw from it. And I've had washi tape go bad, so I don't keep much. To me, there's nothing worse than when it won't come off the tape below it, but I can't even see that. Really wanted that thin. I thought it'd be pretty around, but we're not going to worry about it. I know I've got tape somewhere. There it is. Clear on the corner of my desk. How do your craft desk get so messy? So quick. And now, excuse me, I get a wild card because I didn't do that splatter or drips. And so I think what I'm going to do are some words. I am going to put a little background behind it. Maybe some lace. There's a little piece of lace. Yeah, that'll make it stand out better. I love how there's so many colors on this page, so I can do anything I want to. And now I need some kind of pocket so I can stick this in it. So I'm just going to get a little piece of this scrapbook paper. Maybe cut it a little straighter than that. I'll decorate the pocket. Whoops, I don't want that on her cute little feet. Whoops, now it's crooked. So now we're going to have to put something on the bottom. To hide my crooked. Isn't it nice how we can hide our messes? And then, what do I want? There's a little more bling. And it said to add bling. So we'll just add more bling. That's what I love about prompts. There's really no rules. You can just play. You can do it while you're watching TV, while listening to a book, whatever. I have sticky fingers, so needless to say, it's wanting to come off in my sticky fingers. And there we go. Kelly Rawson is the channel that I got this from, and I need something there. Check her out if you would like to do some I just saw these up there. Thought I might put these little flowers down here. Nope, I'm not. I don't ever use these plastic flowers. I need to give them to Emerson sometime. Let her know that they're there. I'm not going to just put them on her desk because these little jars are so handy. But I'm going to put something here now that I've looked at it and see what I want to put. Could put another little cluster, but I don't want that color. There's a sunny yellow one. We'll do that. And there's no rule saying that you can't do more than one of the prompts on your page. No rules. I probably need a third circle, but there's a circle, a yellow circle there. So I think that'll kind of even it out. And I'll stick this. I like to keep these so I can look to see what I can, what I did. So thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. I hope you had fun coming along. And always remember, you have a purpose. Bye for now.